Hi, Victoria here from HBA Encompass, the Bookkeeper Hub, and author of Zest for Success. Back in my car today, we're talking about marketing technology, and in particular we're talking about YouTube. So there's a fair chance you could be watching this video on YouTube, which may mean that you know all about it. But YouTube is a repository of videos that are free to upload up to a certain limit, where you can educate your potential customers. It's one of those things that comes back to the what's in it for me. The more content, the more information you can get out there, the more chance you have of being found. It's also great if you have a need to help people with your product and service. For instance, for the Bookkeeper Hub, we do 0 how-to videos, and we pop them up on YouTube so that if people do ask us questions that haven't subscribed to our Fix It service, we can actually flick them to a link of a video of how to fix something. Now, of course, some people say don't put out all this free stuff, that it means you're not going to be able to charge for it. Other people talk about putting out as much content as you want. So I don't know what the line is in the sand. We do put content out there for stuff that we know that people use day in, day out. Generally, we'll put a bit of a plug in there about the rest of our business so that potentially we can get them to subscribe for our Fix It service, and then they can subscribe and we can make some money off them. So YouTube is awesome for getting content out there. Amazing for how-tos. I don't know how many times I've said to my kids, do you know how to do something? And they've just Googled it. And because Google owns YouTube, YouTube videos come up the top of your Google feed. So if you want to be found for a particular area, get in there and have a chat like I'm doing. And the important thing is that if you are doing videos and stuff like that, you don't need to have a studio. I mean, I'm on day, I think 20 or 21 of these videos, and I've recorded them all sitting in my car. All you need is somewhere that's quiet. Preferably, I don't know if you can see this, a little microphone that goes into your phone so that you can get better sound quality. And as long as you've got light, your phones these days have got awesome videos and awesome cameras, and you can record wherever it is that you want to be. So it's about being out there often, and having content. Yesterday we were talking about Facebook and Facebook marketing, and talking about ads in Facebook. You can actually run ads in YouTube as well. Now, I know that you can do them. I don't know all the details of how to do it. I've never done it myself, but I just wanted to make you aware that you can do this. So YouTube is a valuable method for getting yourself out there. And there's heaps and heaps of social media out there, but the next one we're going to talk about is LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn, according to my husband, is an awesome reference of people he may want to employ. I look at LinkedIn from a point of view that it's a reference of contacts of people that you can use to, I suppose, be clients is one thing, potential clients, but also centers of influence, so that if you do want to see someone and you do want to make joint ventures, then LinkedIn is the place to be. So a LinkedIn profile is really easy to set up. Again, like your Facebook profile, make sure you've got a real picture of you, not a caricature or a picture of your cat. It's got to be something that the people who are linking to you. So in Facebook we have friends. In LinkedIn we have links. It's kind of given away by the name, I suppose. But you want to make sure that you are building a real connection with people. And the best thing that you can do is when you actually join LinkedIn, it asks if you want to import your address book. So you can import all the emails of people that you have in your address book, and it will then send out invites to those people that are there saying, oh, hi, Victoria's on LinkedIn, would you like to link with her? And it's important that you engage in LinkedIn like you do Facebook, that you get in there on a regular basis and you connect with people. You can put posts up, like a post that you put up on Facebook. It's generally not a chat about the kids or what your dog's been doing. It's more of something that's useful to people in business. It's more of a business-to-business connection than a person-to-business or business-to-person connection. So you'll find when you get into LinkedIn and you've invited your contacts and you've got some friends, that you'll get lots of posts from people that are putting relevant content that's relevant to their industry. And the idea is to make you see like a source of knowledge, to make you see like the go-to person for whatever it is in your industry. So for the Bookkeeper Hub, we want to be the go-to bookkeepers of choice. So we put stuff out that's relevant to small business, relevant to bookkeeping. Of course, we talk about Xero a lot because we're Xero nuts, but it's all about I suppose, getting engagement. And if people do comment on your post, you want to go back to them with a chat or whatever it happens to be, and where possible, direct them back to your website. So there's something I didn't mention yesterday, but everything you do with social media is about getting people off social media. I know that sounds horrible, but you want to direct them to your website or somewhere that they're actually going to buy from you. You can sell on Facebook, direct sales, but generally getting them to your web store or getting them to your website or getting them to call you is the action that you want to have, because you want to be having, where possible, a human-to-human interaction, not just something through a screen. So LinkedIn is very valuable for getting content out there. You can post jobs up there. And most importantly, you can ask for referrals to people. And that's really good if you want to do joint ventures. So the other day we were talking about marketing. We were talking about a mechanic who was putting up how to, I think they were talking about leaflets, but you could do videos on for women on how to do things with your cars. So what you might find is that the mechanic might go, you know what, I need to grow my business. Let's see who I've got as a contact or who I want to know that would be someone who could help me grow. So he could rack his brains, think about it and go, you know what, there's a women's only gym down the road. They get my target audience before or after me. So what I want to do is get a connection to the owner of that gym so I can talk about or get in touch with him or her and look at doing some perhaps joint marketing. So if they don't have the person who is the owner of the gym as a connection on their LinkedIn, they can search for that person on LinkedIn, find out who has a connection that they know, send a message to someone and say, hey, I'd love to know Jill from the gym down the road. Would you please introduce me? And then hopefully their friend will say, yeah, sure, no problems, and send a message to Jill saying, hi, this mechanic would love to catch up with you, and send through the connection. Then once you're speaking to Jill, it's a matter of, I suppose, selling what you're going to do. So you could do a deal with Jill and say, would love to be in contact with your members because I've got something that's really valuable for them. Would it be possible to do some type of joint promotion where you send stuff out through your database to get them onto my email feed or to get a discount off a service? And for every person who comes to me through your database, I'll donate some cash back to you, or I can donate it to a charity of your choice or whatever it happens to be. So that's where the power, what I see is that the power of LinkedIn is getting connections to people that you can build strategic alliances with. I know that's a bit deep for the morning, but I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty. Tomorrow we're going to have another chat about different other social medias, ones that I know of, not so much nitty-gritty of. So I'll see you on the other side.